Good afternoon, I should probably be saying, ladies and gentlemen. My name is John Boy Mayava. It's been a long hiatus from the commentary box, but it is a pleasure to be back in here once again for some round 6 action with the Knights taking on the Canterbury-Bankstown Bulldogs. My name is John Boy Mayava. I'm joined in the box by my good friend William K, and on the sideline by the one, the only Snicker Balbroa. Gents, how are we doing?
Yeah, doing swell, thank you, John Boy. Very excited for this game tonight. The Knights, interesting jersey that they got on, an interesting mug as well. I haven't seen any of these teams play. I haven't seen either of these teams play before in 2.0, but I'm looking forward to it.
Snicker, how are we doing? How are we doing down there on the sideline?
What city am I in?
Sydney. You're in Sydney.
Belmore, it's dangerous down here, man. The Dogs fans are crazy. They brought the drums. They're, pumped up after their first win of the season last week. 4 losses in a row. They were angry. They were really angry, but they've come back with a vengeance here today.
Must be much nicer to be on the sideline then, now that they're sated after a win. Both these teams, it's a tale of two fortunes. The Knights are coming off I believe their second loss of the season. They lost to the Rabbitohs in pretty heartbreaking fashion. They lost, I think, in the last 8 minutes they conceded a try. The young fullback Maimai Mayava getting pushed over by one of the big forwards from the Rabbitohs. For the Bankstown Bulldogs, like we'd said, they're coming off their first win of the season. Ruben Mobbs will be relieved to get the the monkey off his back, I should say.
Whoa.
Whoa, no pause there. As Berkeley throws a heinous ball that Maori Order intercepts, and the Knights will have the ball on the 30. Looking at an attacking set here deep, and that's some gifted field position.
47. Sorry.
As Indurain takes the hit up on the 20. Some custom... Oh!
Whoa!
Sorry. Just cops it up the guts there. Maimai Mayava, I believe that's her diminutive frame, absolutely pelted. And I think what we've noticed from this last round is that these games have been absolute grind fests. Fullbacks have struggled to get involved. I think in my own game, Matty Harris was stuck for 55, and Maimai likewise had a quieter evening against the Rabbitohs. Will, what has stood out to you so far in this first 3 minutes?
Probably the fact that Indurain is wearing number 47. I don't know how that's happened, but lots of turnovers early on here. We'll see whether this kick from Davis can bring us something.
Nice, it's a well-weighted kick, but Maimai diffuses it well, and I believe she's wearing the 9.
Did Maimai forget a jersey again?
I believe so. I think what's happened is the Knights have had some jerseys get lost on the way down to Balmore. Understandable. Someone in the logic department has messed up, and so we've been stuck with some custom numbers. All 47. Good. We know where they're playing. We know where they're playing. As Indurain takes a hit up, he's been on fire for the Knights as Aiton. Really stood up. He's got experience as June is dragged back in a strong tackle there. The Knights, Pretzel, donning the 5. I think his number was lost as well. And he brings it up over the 40. And I've been told that on the sideline, Snecko has some dog facts for us.
Not yet. I'm actually just sort of collecting the signs that are in the crowd at the moment. Someone has been active in SRL chat. There's a big sign with a picture of Junior Hell Yeah, with words next to it saying, "Go eat another Big Mac, fat boy." So that's quite something. There's also a big one from the Knights with a picture of the Backstreet Boys captioned "My." So the fans have come out in force here tonight. Will the players match up to it? We'll wait and see.
Sounds like they're on fire on the sideline. Hopefully we get a product to match that as the Knights get some more field position. They start their campaign. I was going to say deep into field position, but that's a pretty average passy from LC Push to put them back on the 30. I think they're shaping up left, and that's where we'll go. Mario Order, he's a playmaker. Off to Hodgkinson, who's gotten the fullback jersey somehow. But he's straight down the wing. He's been good for them, actually, Hodgkinson. I'd say one of their best wingers. Iron Mayava on the other side has been, to put it politely, quiet. 2 tries.
Beaming.
So far. Oh, my, what a ball.
Rapid there.
Absolutely rapid. One of the premier fullbacks in the competition, Maimai Mayava, she collects a brilliant grower kick, and just like that, the Knights strike back. I mean, Will, what a setup.
Yeah, that was a fantastic kick, but look at the acceleration. Maimai just pulls away. Like, there's no resistance there at all. There is no resistance. Look at that. That is just like a hot butter through knife straight to the try line. That is so quick. Elusive speed.
It's those small legs. She gets them going and she runs like a Pokemon. Just a very, very needed try for the Knights. She was quiet last week. She's determined to make a difference today. And she's done just that just early, I should say, for my words. Pretlove, again, I think it's important to note that he put the kick in to score for that try, to set it up. He had a average day off the boot last week, to put it absolutely politely. So it's good to see him getting some reps in early, building that confidence. Beckman now to take the kick. The fullback, I believe.
Yes, he is playing fullback this week, Beckman.
Don't let that 9 fool you.
Yeah, all the fullbacks, all the cool fullbacks wear 9. That's what I'm learning.
My takes a head up. You don't see it too often, a back taking head up off the kickoff, but she clearly wants to put this team on her back. As a Knight spread it left. As June's brought down in a 2-man tackle.
June's back at the Knights, you beauty.
I know, all is right with the world. As Ralsei will push up to the 42, but she won't get far enough. I think they'll go for 40-20 here, and that's exactly what they'll do to Josh Pritz. Josh. Oh, no. Calamity is avoided. There's Beckman's dragged down in a strong tackle. He steps one, but unfortunately for him, he just cannot quite get past the last line of things. That might be Pretzel actually defending his own kick. As Berkeley now, he's brought down. And Snecko, not the sideline of the the crowd at Belmore, a bit quiet after that try.
They're scaring me, man. I don't like it down here. Their team's losing. They're getting angry. I did see another great sign, though. That was Ford, you're correct. The rest are cowed by the crowd, just like I am. But yeah, another great sign. Bend it like Aaron Beckman in the crowd, because apparently he doesn't run it straight. Not getting many meters so far this season.
No, it was a average return, to say the least, as they put a kick deep. Or was it too deep? It is, in fact, too deep. She's short Mama, but she's not that short. She takes it with ease, and they'll bring it out to the 20 now. The Knights, they'll restart the set. As Pretlove takes a hit up, he's not afraid to take a hit up as Josh, and it's bodes well for the Knights, getting involved early. Realme, I should say. He takes it up with a 30. And I saw clarification, it is pronounced Realme. As your flat ball to Mai, that's a beauty. That is an absolute pearl of a pass, and Mai is unlucky not to break free there, but it's alright because they're sitting up left, and that's where they'll go. Pretlove off to Indurain, who reels it in, nearly lost it forward, but we move. Indurain plays it on the 50. They'll go blindside. No, Rossi push actually darts through the ruck. The small young hooker, she makes it to the 32, gets the take, and the Knights will play it. As Mai steps one, but can't break free of another tackle. It's a strong effort, but 51 metres gain off the set. It's good for the Knights. It's exactly what you want to see, build some pressure. And this Dogs outfit aren't bad defenders by any stretch of the imagination. They held us quite tight in the first game of the season. As that's Logan Seymour, I believe, and he's dragged down. And Ruben Mobbs, he's brought down. I don't believe he's Seven Mobbsy. Bulldogs. Pappenhausen, he's making his debut, I believe, today, if I'm not mistaken. Angie Slugger departed the Dogs over the course of last week. I believe some homesickness, and he wanted to go back to Northern Sydney.
He's actually in the crowd right now, Angie Slugger. I've been speaking to him. He said he just didn't like losing. So he quit.
That's pretty on brand, actually, for Angie Slugger, I think.
As my steps one, but she can't quite break that second tackle, and I think that's what's proven elusive for the kick returners for the Knights so far, so they can't quite break that second tackle.
Whoa!
Oh man, that hands from Mariota, that's saved a certain knock on. He grabs it from the I want to say one of the props has been absolutely hammered there. As Rosie Plush looks up, doesn't like her options, she dummies, she goes from half. Plush plays it just over 52. Pretzel throws a dummy to nobody, and he cops it maybe a little bit high. I'd want to check that if I was Pretzel. I'd get up clutching my chin. But unfortunately, the ref is having none of it. Poor Pretzel's overplayed it. Oh, that's poor. Oh, that's so very poor. William, your appraisal of that playable?
Yeah, well, nowadays in rugby... Oh, it's a big hit there. But nowadays in rugby league, all you need is just a quick step up, touch the ball with your foot, and that's all you need. You don't need to bloody hammer it back to your hook or your dummy half or whoever is there. You just need to have a little love tap to it. And that's what the Bulldogs are doing. That's shock on the last. They've given up key field positioning here, and they could, it could cost them dearly.
Especially in... Rossi Plush. get your weights up. That's all I can really say is get your weights up, because that's going to happen to you if you don't. Well, shoulders are flying everywhere today at Belmore. I think that's the second Bulldog to cop it on that set. They hoist a high kick. Ewan Maiava will not defuse it. He's out-jumped by Seymour, but Seymour can't make anything of it, and they'll hand the ball over there on the 10. The Knights now looking to get out of trouble. And Hodgson will cop somewhat of a hospital pass, but he was brought down just shy of the 20. Anything else enlightening after talking to Angie Slugger, Sniggo?
Yeah, training methods were suboptimal, he said. I tried to get him to expand. He didn't want to. He was afraid of the Bulldogs crowd. They didn't take lightly to seeing him here after he dropped out. Like you mentioned, citing homesickness, but somehow, appearing back in the crowd for their first home game since his departure. Security guards surrounding him at the moment for his own safety. I'll keep you posted as this game goes on, whether he makes it out in one piece.
We pray for the safety of Angie Slugger. Oh, maybe we don't. But regardless, we pray for the safety of Snicker Balborough. The Knights now kicking the ball, and it'll be Relmy, and he punts it down straight down the throat of Logan Seymour, I believe that is. And he'll dance Logan, but he won't dance past Iron Maiava, or Ewan Maiava, I should say, but he's earned the nickname Iron by the looks of it. And he's got those flowing, gorgeous grey locks as the Knights now. Oh, sorry, I should say the Bulldogs now playing the ball in the 35. Aaron O'Hare. He gets up over the 40, and it's a grindy set to say the least, but they're looking for a blindside play. Cut out ball, surely. Yep, that's what they'll do. Logan Seymour gets past Iron Maiava, but he's driven into touch.
Oh.
And Maiava with a clutch defensive play. Blew that whistle a bit long. And, yep, Logan Seymour bundled into touch with ease. She's deceptively strong, Mai.
How do you know that, John Boy?
She hits me. Anyway, going left. Rossi push out of dummy. Off to Joey June. Joey June takes an awesome hit up now. She's up over the 40.
I've just been told to clarify by our producers that's a simulated hit. For anyone watching at home.
Yeah, simulated, of course. As now Rossi Plush up shy of the 20. They're looking to go right, I believe. There's some depth there with the runners. There's exactly what they have. Multi-order. He looks tired because that was a laboured run into the line. And they'll go right. We will be having our first subs, I believe, soon as well. About 10 seconds. As the Knights now looking for a grub, I believe. They've been dangerous with the kicks. And there's exactly to get Realmy laser. Beautiful kick on, but Jackson Remy diffuses it with ease. I think in another SRL 1.0 life, Jackson Remy used to play for the Storm, if I'm not mistaken. As Pappenhausen. Up over the 50.
I miss him.
I seem to recall a William K winning several rings at the Storm, but must just be the...
I think Remy won 2 with us, I think. Or maybe just 1.
That makes sense, because he used to play for Samoa as well in the internationals. In one of the wins over the Kiwis.
Most of our players played internationals, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely runs over Rossi Plush, who gets ragdolled, but he actually makes the 40. It's a poor attack with the set with the ball at hand. And the ball will go down to Hodgkinson. Hodgkinson, he catches it with ease. He'll try to step here Dream, but he won't get past the centre, who wraps him up in a good tackle. And I guess as this grind goes, someone, I'm not sure who that is, who's just been absolutely poleaxed. I think once they get in position, I'll get a better idea. My.
It was Joey June got whacked.
Knights are flying everywhere, and they're getting absolutely ragdolled. This Bulldogs pack is out for blood. Zachariah Segarini, a former Dolphin, he gets it up over to the 5. And O'Hare, he dummies, and he goes, and O'Hare's wrapped up in a solid 2-man tackle. Doesn't look too dangerous. The referee's going to check it. I believe he put the Dogs 1 to 8, so he'll try to look for something. But unfortunately for him, the ball gets nowhere close to the ground.
Mama's been good at the back there so far. I
think she's been one of their best players all season, to be completely honest. I think she may be one of the leading try scorers in the competition.
Unbiased as well.
I am incredibly unbiased. She's played better than me, that's for sure.
The bar's low.
As the Dogs. The bar is low. As the Dogs now play the ball.
Ooh.
I said she can't be a proper... Oh, that's a good weighted kick, actually, because he'll climb, but Otis Keynes diffuses...
Oh.
Otis does realise she can't score in her own end zone, Regardless, the
trying to go to the 25.
The Knights will have to take it from the goal line, and Pretlove dispatches the ball to just over the 42. Knock on. You're taking the piss.
Backwards, says the ref.
Check his DAB account. Any dog facts for us? To the go.
No, but I do have some other things to touch on.
Oh,
Jackson
please.
Remy, I believe, most famous for repeatedly being tagged by Shaq Daddy throughout his experience in the SRL. I know he appreciates that a lot. And then Mama Maava, you're correct, is one of the league try scorers for the SRL. And I also agree has been one of the Knights' very dominant players on and off the ball. And then finally, on that knock on, the referee put up his hand to blow the whistle. The Bulldogs crowd made a little bit of noise, the drums went, and his hand went back down. The whistle didn't get blown, so a bit of home ground favouritism going on right there. And I can't blame him. This crowd, they look dangerous.
Oh, great chat by my order. As like I believe the NBA they call that a business decision, and I don't blame him one bit.
I called it a fear for my life.
I believe he wants to make it out of the ground in one piece. I can't blame him. I don't know if the SRL pay the refs that much.
Most stadiums they have like an ambulance at standby. Here they've just got a SWAT van.
I think they've got a tank. As a dubious ball to Smith. He's dragged down. I don't even know if they'll get a kick here. They're too deep. Yeah, that's exactly what will happen. They're going to get out of trouble. Hodgson gets absolutely clobbered and he gets it over with 33. Oh, that's so lazy. Oh, that's unforgivably lazy. I can't say the exact phrase, but get open, you big boy. That's poor. Fourth tackle, they had to kick, and it's poor, and I can't really describe how bad that is for the Dogs because it's got to give the Knights another go at it. But the Dogs running back. I think one of the key things with the tackles in the last, like 30 minutes is that it seems like players are going backwards way more often than they were initially. I know maybe tackle technique has adjusted to the new SRL 2.0, but I swear PCNs weren't as hard to come by as my mind goes for a discret. And she'll get up over the 25. Well, your Panthers have been tracking along well. Have post-contact meters always been this hard to get?
It's a great question. I wouldn't say so. I don't think it's that hard. I mean, they're getting quite a few at the moment now. It's just got everything to do with momentum. You're going to lose that momentum when you get that offload if you're not running forward into a tackle, which is often what happens after the offload.
It's a bit shallow.
It's a tap back though.
Oh my, unlucky. As my cannot make it work. It's a good effort there from the centre, I believe, to stop them. Or the winger, actually, I think the centre went up. What a hit. My favourite part of the SRL is the fact that we can just whack people off the ball with absolutely no repercussions, but they'll go right down Realme's channel. I think a blindside plays on here if you just throw it wide.
He was through.
Latu scores. The beautiful forward goes over. I believe he's come off the bench. Yes, he has at 14. At 13, it seems like. Isaiah Latu. Beautiful try. Splits a line. And can we get a replay of this ball? It's beautiful. It's flat. And it sends Latu over under the sticks pretty much. And makes Pretzel's life easy. And the Knights fans, all 5 of them in attendance right now, go up in raptures. Snecko, do we need the SWAT?
Yeah, the referee, poor man with red hair, copying a lot of slack at the moment from this crowd. They thought that last pass was forward. For my own sake, I'll have to say I agree with them. The referee didn't call it, so the Bulldogs quite unlucky there. I think the Bulldogs probably are most unlucky that they're just not very good tonight. That's probably the biggest thing going against them, but I think they can pull it back in the second half.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, look, it's a long game, but I would say is that with the scores we've been seeing so far, it'll be a difficult journey for the Dogs to come back from where they are at the moment. I mean,
is that because of the skill level of the team?
Look, you said it, not me. Look, I'm safe up here in this commentary box. We've got a police escort, but it's been pretty lackluster from the Dogs to say the least. As Relsey push goes on the run now. And not only have they been poor with ball in hand, been wasteful, and their tackling, and this, especially in this last 5 minutes, been poor to say the least. I think it's a beautiful ball over the top. It's a rainbow pass there, and he gets one on the inside. One more ball? No. Look, I think the Dogs have some issues with the structure in their attack. With their attacking structure. And they need to fix it at halftime if they can. Look, maybe some short runners would help. Things like that holding penalty are just what you need to cut out. You can't afford to give them a leg up like that, get them to get out of territory, get some territory and get out of trouble. As Ralmi now sends it on the wing of Isaiah Iongi, formerly Jaden Garcia, I believe. And he'll bring it down on the 18. Berkeley now, he stampedes over the 22, but he's brought down in a pretty savvy tackle there. Bulldogs now finally getting some width on their pass. I think this is what they've been missing. They were far too long just doing one-out runners, trying to get out of the 40 and only getting to about the 35. If they get some width on their passes, they could be well on here. And maybe if their 9 stops just going for it every time. As Dustin Richards now, he gets up over the 42. And they'll go for the 40-20 here. I like the angle there from Berkeley. I like the angle a lot, but my defies gravity and she...
What the hell?
Moonwalks back. She's nearly dragged out. She flirts the touchline, but she doesn't quite go over. Hodgkinson now, Jareen gets absolutely poleaxed there and he's doing back just shy of the 40. They've got options here. I think they've got a shallow runner coming. They do. They don't use them though. They go wide instead. Latu over the 42. Up over the 45, so pumping those legs. It's a strong run there from the try scorer. They'll go blindside. No, actually, it's an inside-outside ball. Outside-inside ball, I should say. And Melody Order, he's brought down to the 50. He's been brave. He's been industrious, is what he's been so far today, T-Hay. And they'll be looking for him to lead, as I honestly think that's a knock-on, but Zigarini regathers it and the ref says play on. I believe some death threats may have been lobbed at him. Snecko, if I'm not incorrect.
I think some beers have been lobbed at him.
I'm unable to repeat what they're saying down here. Turns out quite nice people, these Bulldogs fans, once you get on their level. So, for me, concussed myself, and now we're good to go.
Oh. I'll have to try that out as the Dogs now go right. They're spinning the ball, but they're getting some fierce resistance. That's what you need from the Knights. Can't let them into this game. We know they're a grindy team, the Dogs, but if they go behind early and by 2 scores at that, then they may struggle to get back into this game. Dustin Richards, up over 35. And they play it a long ball back to Rhys Davis, and Rhys Davis sends it down to Iron Mayava. He's been starved of opportunities, Iron, but he'll step one Iron. Oh, he's brought down by covering defender, though. Both teams have done well to restrict the yards of kick returners. We may see some explosive returns in the second half as a result, though. As Pancake Gamer, a fantastic name. He's brought down to shy of the 28. I believe that's genuinely my top 13 names is Pancake Gamer. You had a few good ones in your time, Snecko, at the Dolphins.
Yeah, but when you recruit based on names, you tend to get the good ones. Results may vary. I'm quite partial to Buster Groove. He's dead now, but he was quite a good player for us. He actually wasn't.
He was a good one too.
Buster Groove was atrocious, but his name was really good.
Who was the centre that played for you, and he was pretty good?
Anthony Boom.
Nah, the other one.
Craig Hustler.
Nah, the other one.
Cooper Speedman.
Never mind.
Get Tony Boucher. Boucher.
Yeah, Boucher.
It's Hellier now. I think that might be the first time I've called his name in terms of running the ball so far today. Junior.
He's kicked a lot.
Too busy eating.
Too busy eating is atrocious.
Yeah, I think the trainer there behind the doggies line has got just Big Macs in his pack instead of like water. Quite odd. As my now has a return.
If you look closely, he's also got a defib on in case it just gets too much for him.
And so get themselves back for the last 40 seconds of Knights. I don't know if it'll make too much of a difference. They're only second now tackle now though, just shy of the 40. They could run there. And that's exactly what Rossi does. Some markers are offside, or they're a bit slow getting back. I think that might be Junior Hellier who's a bit slow getting back. He's munching on a zinger box. There's the Knights now. Off to Indurain. Indurain brought down just over the 50. And Rossi Plush with another one. She loves going from it, eh? And if the Bulldogs will give it to her all day, she'll take it. And that'll do us for the first half.
I'm just waiting for Kiss Cam to come on. On me. It's not happening. Do you like it? Do you like it? The environment here, do you like the footy? Yes, we're on. Yeah, we're live.
You're not you when you're hungry.
This is an amazing
Snickos.
reception that we've received.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Oh, my mic's working easy. Welcome back to your second half. My name is John Bomarava, and I've been joined once again by my good friends William Kay and Snicker Balbroa. It's been a pulsating first half here at Belmore. The Knights find themselves 12-0 up off the back of a awesome try for Maima Marava off a lethal kick from the one named Josh Pretlove, and then a ball to Isaiah Latu late-ish in the first half for them crash over once more. William Kay's been crunching the numbers over half-time. Here's some stats for you to bring out.
Really, really even all round, apart from points scored. Both teams have had quite a few opportunities in this red zone as well. Notably, Canterbury, their main kicker has been Junior Hellier rather, on the last. They definitely want to get the halves a bit more involved when they're in this red zone in the second half to try and get the completions. Otherwise, it has been the My Ava show.
Oh,
and that is
shocking. Is that Bailey
shocking.
Monroe throwing that? That is... That's pretty... That's on my mind. Guess how much I missed you because he's missed you by a country mile. That is... Oh, jeez. The Bulldogs, which by needing territory, and that's exactly what Davis runs off. Junior Hellier is fat. No.
So?
Large person runs onto it and he gets to the 10. Oh, line ball to Reece Davis, but Reece Davis, he gets over to the 5. Got blinds open here if they want it, but no, they'll go flat instead. It's to Junior Hellier once again. He gets off the second time in the set, and I feel like he's decided to finally start contributing. The Bulldogs shaped wide.
The Knights are sponsored by McDonald's, so, you know, they've just actually offered at halftime. Never mind.
And true to form, he gobbles it up to Junior Hellier. Score.
I was going to say they're offering him a Big Mac. He doesn't score. He said no to the Big Macs. He wants the 4-pointer. He wants the meat pie.
Yeah, of course he does. Anyway, Junior with a fantastic try. Okay, the jokes aside, that's actually a phenomenal try. That's a great kick, and we said the Dogs need to exploit the kicking way more in the second half. That's what they do. And Beckman gets the rewards the 2-pointer. Junior Hellier, he's greedy. He wanted it all. He munches on it and he grabs it. The Knights now, off the back of an error, find themselves only 6 points ahead. And we said they needed to lock in a bit to see this off, and just like that, they give the Dogs, an opening into the kennel. Snecko, I'm sure the crowd was very polite and quiet about that try.
Yeah, they love that one. If we just cast our minds back to halftime, I was able to go into the sheds. Would you be interested to hear what was being said?
What was being said?
Well, I actually didn't listen to them, but what I said was, Bulldogs, you need to get into gear. You are dire at the moment. I took the zinger box away from Junior Hellier and said, you'll get this back if you put in a big shift. And the big boy, he's getting it done for the Knights. I said, my was got a sore back. It's time for you also to step up this game. It's on a nice edge at the moment. They were up 12-0 into half, and I said, you can't cruise home from here. The Dogs, they got a lot of momentum. And I also saw a really good sign, another crowd sign. As I was running out, doggies do it best. We have the style, and you can imagine what the picture was. But the crowd, they're very passionate here today, and you're right, that try set them alight.
What was the picture?
What was the picture? SRL after dark there, Will.
As Pappenhausen takes a shot 40. Jesus Christ. As I think just a touching point on my mind. She had 100 meters at half time. I think the next night had like 60. That might be generous too. It's been pretty poor for anyone that isn't the fullback. I thought Pritlove started really well. Then he had a pretty shocking shank in this midway through the first half, and they kind of set the tone for the rest of his game. I think Modiordo is probably another standout. He's been good, but you need more than 2 players to be good to win a game. And
yeah, sorry, cut myself off. I also said to the Dogs, if you get cooked by Rousey Plush, you need to evict yourself from this league. So I expect to see them do a number on her in this game because she was a terror in the first half.
She was rabid, eh? Oh, that's a great kick though from Realme. He's got the angle. He doesn't have the power behind it though, and Logan Seymour doesn't flirt with the touchline. In fact, he just turns around. Unusual for a fullback. And this is a 5 ball to Junior Hellier, who gets a dart off to Ruben Mobbs. Not like him to share. Anyway, the Dogs now on the 30.
And as we know, darts, obviously an appetizer suppressant. Do we think that's related?
It's Logan Seymour. I just want to know that Logan Seymour just coasted through the middle of that Knights defense like it was nothing. It's concerning, I think, given we're only 8 minutes in and a lot of these players are playing a full 80.
Peptides.
Would you have the subs at halftime for us, Will?
Yes.
I know vaguely that Bailey Monroe and Kamiloha have come on, but do you have the exact ones?
Would you like the Newcastle ones first?
Yes, please.
Latu's on for Moriora. Kamiloha.
Hodgkinson's free.
Oh,
Hodgkinson's
jeez.
free. The Knights are too slow. That might be Junior Hellier chasing in the back. He's chasing after him like he's a Big Mac on special, but he won't get there because Hodgkinson will score under the posts, and the Knights strike back. I said he was the most dangerous kick returner, and I was proven correct. What a try from the young man. Snecko, the crowd not too happy there.
I'm in danger.
And that's all he really needs to say. I think Angie Slugger's getting carted around right now. He's trying to escape, but I think his escort's just being dismantled by a bunch of rabid dogs fans.
Hey, what? You escorts in the crowd.
Oh?
Sorry? Is that to go alongside John Boy's small young hooker? Or
Jesus Christ. As Pit Live slots it with ease. I wouldn't know anything about slotting from in front. I may have missed one or two in my time.
anyway, back to the subs.
Be back to the subs.
Yeah, so Latu's
Could we
on
have
at
positions
lock.
as well, please?
Junior
thank you.
Kami Aloha is on at left second row for Joey June, and Bailey Munro Johns coming on for Otis Keane in that right centre spot.
So Kami Aloha's a wing fullback
Or
primary.
the left centre spot, rather.
Is he?
I
Not that
believe
it
so.
matters with the bench. I like that injection of pace in second row. Actually, that's quite nifty from the Knights.
For
I
the
don't think he's
Doggies,
max speed yet.
Fair. And actually, to be fair, I don't think the max speed of wing fullbacks is maybe it's like a +3 difference. from-
97 versus 94.
Yeah. Well, it remains to be seen if that will be meaningful in the long term.
and
That's
for the
wrong.
Doggies, in terms of subs, the biggest one's Seymour swapping out with Beckman for the fullback wing spot. So Seymour's now in at fullback with Beckman onto the wing. And then Hutchinson coming on for Alan Berkeley at halfback and Usher on for Richards at second row.
I tell you what, Mobsy loves that Seymour switch where brings Seymour into fullback after starting him at wing. He did that in the SRL 1.0 with the Sea Eagles as well. After I think Seymour came from the Dolphins to the...
He did.
Yeah.
'Cause he wanted to
and
be a
that was
fullback.
yeah. And then he was a half fullback, half winger? Yeah, he was a biracial fullback. Anyway, Hutchinson.
That's crazy.
Hutchinson dummies. He doesn't go very far. He's dragged back in a strong two-man tackle. Well, actually meant one man, one woman tackle.
Well, that's actually O'Hare. This is Hutchison.
Oh, my bad. As Hutchinson gets up again.
Drew? It's Drew Hutchinson.
And he'll play the ball. Arno Air. Oh, the long ball of dreams. Reece Davis will push. Oh, no. Reece Davis scores. Reece Davis is at half, I believe.
5'8".
6. And if this was last week, we'd be screaming 6-7. But unfortunately for Ian Mayava, all it reads is 4 points on his watch. It's not a terribly difficult kick for the Knights either, off the Dogs either, so it'll be an 18-12 ball game soon. Beckman slides up, and not much to say other than a fantastic ball and some pretty average defense.
Just missed that.
Beckman out.
Never
Oh,
mind. No, he's got it.
commentator curse was almost too much, but the points
I
are really
cursed it the other way. It was going to miss until I said that.
Beckman's polite. I think someone's screaming something at him on the sideline. Probably something joyous, I assume.
No, I thought he was saying compensate.
There goes the old Adam Dewey. You point it to the left. You got to point it to the right. But yeah, no, Reece Davis, he was a hero last week. One try assist, and unsighted in the first half with Junior Hellier doing most of the kicking. He's come to play in the second half. It looks like in the crowd, they're appreciative. The Dogs, they've turned up here. They got a bit of bite to them in this second half, and I think that maybe we might get out of here all right if they continue putting in this effort. They're not used to winning this crowd, so they're just happy with a bit of effort. A win's just a bonus.
Here's a question. Say the Dogs equalise, which, is not impossible in the next 26 minutes. Do you trust the Knights to win a golden point game? Like, do you think they have a resilience? Yeah, that's an open question to you or Will. Do they have the resilience to come back from conceding a 2 try deficit?
I think absolutely they do. I think they've shown heart at times throughout this match, and that
what a
will make
kick.
it hard, though. That is a
What a
huge kick.
Reece Davis is in his bag, bro. What an absolute thunderbolt of a kick. Reece Davis now. He'll take a hit up. He's busy. He's been real busy today. Immediately up just shy of the try line. What a ball. That's so average. That's so very average.
I'm in danger down here. Crowd are not happy. Get me out of here. Stat.
Someone's just thrown something at Snicker. I can't make out the shape of that, but I can't imagine it's too nice. As Realme, that's poor. I mean, we talk about patience, about waiting for the right time, and they throw an inside ball that just wasn't on. They had 3 tackles left in the set. You can take your time, and those are the type of issues that have plagued the Dogs this season. It's very unlike a Ruben Mobbs lead team, but here we are. As they go right now over to Maxwell.
I'll never get over.
Pops it up at 42.
Never get over a Maxwell playing at prop instead of fullback. That's ridiculous.
Feels
to me.
odd, doesn't it? I think Titaida Maxwell scoring the match winner against the Knights in the preliminary, I believe, is etched into my, or in the elimination is etched into my brain. Is Beckman. He'll steps one, but he won't get past I think flying in second rower.
I mean, TTM with one of the most famous tries in 1.0 in the grand final, winning it for the Cowboys in season 3, I believe. Very good outside back.
Was that over the Raiders?
Yeah.
Season 5?
No, season 3, I think. Well, oh no, season 3 was Manly. It must have been season 5. You're right, Snicker. I'm sorry. Snicker knows ball.
He's brought down.
Is that an apology, Will?
Oh, they want another 40.
No.
Cow opts against it, in fact, despite being in 40-20 range.
Yep.
And instead they'll have to kick from deep. I think Mai's licking her lips here because if they're this deep, they might go straight to her. Oh!
Oh! Get
Okay.
flipped! Is that
Junior
Pancake
Elliott?
Gamer? Flipping someone?
I think it might be Junior getting flipped by Rolsey.
Nah, it wasn't.
It was Rolsey. It was most definite
was
Rolsey doing the
Push.
flipping.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. It wasn't hell yeah.
She's an angry little gremlin, and that is one hell of a fend. Actually, now they're scared of her now. I think the Dogs defenders are backing.
She
away
needs
from
to
that.
run
Nothing
at hell
to do
yeah.
with her.
Flip him like a
Absolutely.
burger.
They go right now. Oh, Iron Maiava, I believe, was steaming onto the ball there. Oh,
Come on.
might not be Iron there in that right one, actually. Maybe Monroe Johns. I go left. Brett Love puts up a hell of a bomb, actually. That's really well weighted. And there's someone saying it's Brett Love, actually, who's behind him. Collects the tip-off of his own kick. But unfortunately for the Knights, no dice.
Yeah, I mean, if you just looked at that play, look how much time Pretzel had to put up that kick. A bit unfortunate with the ending, but there was absolutely no pressure. Oh, is that an error from nowhere? That is shocking.
Left, flick it, left. One more pass.
Number 47?
Go, Aiton. I'm unbiased. I'm incredibly unbiased. As Indore now, the brief. I wouldn't be setting this up if I was him. I believe there's some Bulldogs fans with a lot to say about this. Snicker?
Well, funnily enough, I've just been informed by, a bit of a unconventional Bulldogs fan. He's asked you to stop dead naming some of their plays. You've called Josh Pretzel Pret Love a number of times. As
Where's Indore going?
Indure just But yeah, apparently dead naming not on anymore. It's a bit woke mind virusy, especially from some of these Bulldogs guys, but that's the request for you, John Boy.
Oh, fair enough. I'm surprised they can hear me down there. But
I repeat everything you say to the fans.
Freddie Anderson plays the ball. Thomas Usher now. He reads it down over the 50.
Can we just rewind? What just happened?
It's Sam Walker.
Indurain tried killing time. Unfortunately for Indurain, there's 18 minutes left, not 18 seconds. So what he's done is cost his team 3 tackles in the red zone, and the Bulldogs are hot on attack as OE now. He's brought down to the 30.
I think it's only fair. The bloke that did get the intercept before was, I'm pretty sure, a mile offside. So
Well, then I'm sure Mike.
That's NRL Rugby League
just
karma
had a
gods.
very intense sense of justice. As Iron Maiava goes on a run. He's kind of brought down easily by Logan Seymour, who's shifted to the back.
Was Ayrton at lock or prop
Initially or now?
before he ran off?
He was at 8 to start the game. So I assume he's props.
That's what happened.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think he just ran off to sub and forgot he had the ball in his hands.
Yeah, that's a typical of a prop, isn't it?
That smells like match fixing. Anyways, Otis Keane now.
Smells
Up
like
over the
CTE.
We'll request his brain on later on as Pretzel throws a flat ball to Kamialoha.
It was very
but
flat.
The
The
set
Dragon Ball Z.
The set just kind of Kamehameha. There's Pretlove now. Pretzel, sorry, down the wing, and we're having some difficulties in the commentary box. As Iongi now steps one, flying Kamialoha, I think. I couldn't quite see. My head was obscured. My view was obscured by Fat Dogs fan. Must have been Junior's family. Now it's Anderson. He plays the ball in the 30. Dustin Richards. He brings it up to the 35. The Dogs now, they're getting into that part of the game where they don't need to get a real hurry on, but with 15 minutes left, they don't have all the time in the world. Forward for days. Regardless, I think the refs have been a bit... I think he wants to let the game play, clearly. does referee. And he also wants to live.
Nicholas, any dog facts yet? Any Bulldogs facts?
I'm not sure where this has come from, but if you want to hear some, I'll tell you some. Bulldogs bred so severely, they're actually a different breed to what they were a couple hundred years ago. There's a concerted effort in breeders throughout the world to get them back to how they were, with a bit of a longer nose structure, things like that. Because they actually have difficulty breathing, which is kind of funny because this Bulldogs team, they know how to choke a game, and they've had a lot of opportunity here today. And they just haven't been able to, really grip it. They haven't been in the dogfight, so to speak.
That's some of your best work there, Nicholas. As Smith now, he's brought down after some enterprising play from the Knights, but they don't have to be silly here. They can just play this out and let the game come to them. They are in control, 6 points up. Don't need to be stupid. Just wrap up on your kick returns and you'll be fine, because this Bulldogs team's looking a bit inert in attack. That's a deep... Oh, no.
Danger.
Someone put a name on that. Danger. Ultra danger.
That went dead before. What? Did it not?
Nah, he picked that up and he would have walked over. Iron Mayav was steaming onto that, so if he doesn't pick that up ASAP, I think that's a try. What can only be described as a distinct mix-up in communication?
Yes, indeed. I'm not sure what was going on there. That kick was a very big wobbly one. Going in, it looked like it was going to be easy off the bounce just to pick it up. Would have been able to get out to the 20, maybe even the 30, but complete brain fade there. Lack of communication from the backs. That's just shocking.
Yeah, speaking of big wobbly ones, the doggies have no style at the moment. And they just really let that one go. That's a forward pass. That's a big forward pass. They just need to go back to basics, I think.
It's on that short side if they just look left. I thought Drew Hodgkinson could have had his second try of the game if they just looked to him. But they're going left anyway.
They're listening.
Now. Oh, what a kick. Oh, no. I thought Anderson was off there, but Pretlove looks to drive.
Is that the greatest centre of all time at 1.0?
In the crowd with a sign, saying Freddie Anderson GOAT.
GOAT centre, SRL 1.0. He's the greatest centre we've ever seen. Famously.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I think the greatest in maybe Bailey Monroe-Johns, to be honest. What the Bulldogs now? Up over to the 30. A greatest benchful match at the moment, but there's just a lack of urgency from the Dogs. Look, they are on their 5th tackle with 10 minutes left in the game, and they look like they've gotten... Really, if you're watching the two teams, you'd think the Knights are down by 6 points and the Bulldogs are up by 6 points, because they've been so lazy in attack. It's been pretty average. Actually, average is putting it too nicely. They've been terrible. My other steps one, but he's wrapped up well. Logan Seymour won't let him pass on his watch. But there's no fullback at the back now. If they get a quick ball to Maiava, or they get a quick ball to Cameron Smith, they might catch the Dogs lacking, but they can't quite get there. And the kennel, I think a concerned hush falls around the kennel here at Balmore. Their boys trying to stop a try for sure, because I think if the Knights score here, it is all she wrote for the game. I don't trust the Dogs' attack to score 2 tries in 7 minutes, considering they've only scored 2 tries in 72. But she's dragged back in a 2-tack. They've done well to hold her to maybe 10 or 20 solo yards this game. The second half, sorry. As Raulmi has a cross-field kick over to the wing of Iongi, and Iongi doesn't step one. He's wrapped up well in that tackle. And the Dogs, will have to do it tough yet again, Will.
Yeah, it's been a real rough time out there for them at the moment. It's, they're struggling to get out of their own half. They're not completing how they want to. They're making silly errors. It's been ill-disciplined. They're looking a bit tired, to be completely honest, and I think they're just waiting for this crowd to, get behind them, maybe even get on the field and take the referee by force. I don't even know. I don't even know what they're going to do to get out of this one, but with time running out on the clock, 6 points behind, it's looking pretty dire.
Even that last play is just an example, just brain-dead footy. You're on the 35, sure, you have a go at a 40-20, maybe try to flip the field, instead you're going to Iron Mayav to run up, and you just let him aura farm on you like that's crazy. But yeah, he hits a 360, now they start on the 50, when, you roll the dice, you could be starting in their 20. Instead, Rossi Push is dragged back in a 2-man tackle, and they'll have to grind them out again, and that clock is ticking. It was just like Iron Mayav goes again, he loves the ball, does the Iron. He's brought down on the 40. The Knights go... Plush and Ewan are just taking turns. Just going from
He's going to go again. He's going to go again.
God.
Oh! It went backwards.
That's what he gets. That's what he gets for it, to be honest. Well deserved. They're too deep for they're too deep for a punt. And they drag that back down to the line. I mean, he hasn't floated much this game. He's almost dragged back for a goal line dropout. But they won't quite get there. 5 minutes left. They'll have 2 more opportunities as Logan Seymour gets poleaxed there in a strong tackle. And Iongi's dragged back. It's a familiar sight for the Bulldogs, sadly. They're on their 3rd tackle. They haven't breached their 10. And it's off to Thomas Usher. And Usher will finally be the man to get them to the 15. Do you think
2040.
2040? 2040 range? Yeah, they will go for it. Oh, I like the angle.
They have to. And that could be a play of the game. Oh,
my.
Oh
No. My contemplates it. She does well not to get dragged out here. She looks at the Suns and gets dragged out. Sorry, not gets dragged out, steps out. Like we said, like player of the game potential. And the Dogs will get with their last good chance of the game.
I think Mai was just banking on the fact that Seymour was going to go a bit more to his left there and would open up that lane down the short side, but he just stayed and stood his ground, and Mai just still tried to get around him regardless, had overcommitted to the move at that point and couldn't do much.
100%. It's brutal for your Knights fan. We want to get back to winning ways. It's been a rough few days, a few weeks. Sorry, it's been a rough season, full stop.
All right, are we doing this on purpose? Saying rough for the Dogs? Both of you have said it 3 or 4 times. I can't figure it out.
He'll get the joke soon. As the Bulldogs are from Dunning, it's Aaron area now. And that set's actually evaporated quicker than I thought it would. 5th tackle now will be their last chance, surely.
Oh!
Oh no. I need a free play of this, but I think Joey June's just lost her mind. No, it's not Joey June. It's Kami Aloha has dropped that. And he's dropped that goal. Wait, can I get grounded?
Where's it grounding?
Yeah,
it's fallen into his hands. Look. It's rolled into his hands. And he's going with the chest.
Regardless, the refs have a better view than we do, evidently. Oh, man.
The Dogs are having a party.
The Dogs are having a party.
I can hear in the crowd. Doggies, are we ready? Drew Clutcherson hits the 2040, then puts the grubber in. And Beckman converts. This is dangerous down here. The Dogs are barking. The fuse is lit. Will this game explode?
I'm speechless, to be completely honest with you. I thought they were dead and buried after getting all of 15 metres, but a Hutchinson 2040 and then a kick, a try-set of a kick, sees them go up. They just can't afford to make any errors coming out of their own half. They'd be aided by maybe a piggyback penalty from a Tyrant Knights pack.
There's a bit of dew on the ground as well now, boys. It's going to get very slippery down there.
The crowd is roaring, though. And the Bulldogs have found a new lease on life. That's dubious. I think Kami Aloha looks for a head off the ball, but he won't get it because the man actually catches the ball. Playing now. Plays it right. The Bulldogs. Oh, that's a step and a half. And they could get into field goal range here if they're just quick about this. I'm getting onto the 4th. Halfway now. Oh, actually, no. They'll be just outside it unless they get a line break. And it goes to one of the big boys, to Berkeley. And if he gets up, the Knights will get one chance to win it. Oh! And I guess we got a golden point. No break in between, as Pretzel now come up. William, not the end we thought we'd see coming.
No, I mean, certainly not that try that we saw in the last, I think it was 2.5 minutes left. Hutchinson putting that kick through. Just everything about it was just so perfect. The Bulldogs gearing up for a big clutch victory here at home in front of their pack. It would just be something out of a fairy tale, a miracle down here at Belmore. The Knights, they're looking to get the ball back as soon as possible and put this one to rest, and really just swing their sword around, get this one done with.
What? As they'll go one. Oh no! And Lima drags them back. 4th tackle now. If they get a line break, they could be on for field goal attempt, and that's exactly what they'll do. They'll push up over the 40. Are they in field goal range now?
I think they would be, but I don't know if the angle's right. Maybe a bit too far. And Mobs, puts the
It
pun
is
in.
too far. It's on my shoulders now to go dancing, and she won't make it. And I think we feel that pinch of momentum soon. What I wanted to point out in that last set for the Dogs before they score the try is that ironically enough, it was probably their best executed set of the night, I believe. They ran with purpose, kicked with intent, and they reaped the rewards there off a Kamealoha fumble.
Yeah, absolutely is. June just taking the run up. They're really struggling here, the Knights, to make some meters. Oh, and as I say that, Keynes with a big bump off. They're going to need to kick their way out of danger.
And will they be in 40-20 range now?
No,
they
next
won't be.
tackle. They'll need to kick their way out of danger.
It'll be Kamealoha now, and yep, they'll punt from deep. As Pretzel.
Good kick.
He lines it up. And that'll be really good because they've been solid stop and kick returns. And as I say that, Tinta flies and misses a tackle. She might be Hodgkinson who's missed that instead. And it is. And then Bulldogs now, they're meeting some stern resistance, is exactly what the Knights need. Make them kick back to them. They're running from deep, the Dogs. Oh, that's a dangerous ball to be throwing. But Reece Davis reels it in. He's brought down shy of 30. They could line up left here if they want it, but no, they don't. They'll go right instead. Mobsy throws a dangerous short ball
big
that
offload.
looked forward. They're loving throwing the ball around, but they'll go for 40-20 here, halfway between the 40 and the 30.
No, they won't.
No? Oh, odd. And the Knights will be loving this because it'll give their wingers a chance to maybe get them to just before the 50 and they can launch a campaign that's well within field goal range. And it will be up on this kick return. Hodgkinson now, he'll dance Hodgkinson. He'll step the centre, but he'll get to that 38, and that's exactly where you want to be if you're a Knights fan. You'd back your playmakers like Pretzel to make a game-winning play. But Munro Johns gets dragged back. That's not what you need. You need
First
a
run of the
positive
game.
carry. The main's been spectating. It's the Mayava special. Keynes is with exact type of run. 3 tackles left in play. Cannot give away penalty here if you're the Dogs. Cannot give away a 6 again. Oh, Enderain, big run. He's up onto the 40. They're getting close here. They're getting real close here, the Knights.
This could be
that's
within
perfect.
range here.
Surely that's in range.
Pretzel could slice this one.
Is Pretzel in the pocket? Is he in the pocket? He'll take...
No, he's punting it.
What? And the Knights now, clearly he just doesn't back his range there. You know what? It's the smart option, because otherwise you give them a 7 tackle set. Play for territory, make them make their way out. They're on the second tackle already, and they're not even made it to the 20. He's clearly thought ahead of time here. Third tackle now, and the Bulldogs are really struggling. Their big forwards have emptied the tank late, and it's just been no good. Because I think this is going to give them, barring a 40-20, it's going to give the Knights ample opportunity to get that field goal. Are we just not kicking anymore? As now, the Bulldogs over the 40. How's the ground looking now, Snicker?
Yeah, everyone down on the sideline, they're standing up out of their seats, except for Fat Boy. Hell yeah, he's a bit tired sitting down still, but the boys are excited. The Newcastle fans have just stood up as well. My Marv has got off to a great start. The fans were leaving with 5 minutes to go. They'd half emptied and they've rushed back in to get their seats back for this one.
I had to go back in after leaving.
Well, actually,
You are if
the
you have a
Seckies
knife.
Here, yeah, the Seckies here don't do much. They've been cowed, but 30 seconds to go. Going to be very interesting. I don't want to be
2 more
here
tackles
should
here.
the Knights win.
Just
Like,
get up. 1 forward runner. 1 foot. Yes, great stuff from Rolsey there. He's in the pocket now, is he? Surely you take it, Pretzel.
It's Relmy.
Oh, Realmy kicks it. Realmy scores. What a ending. Realmy, the Iceman, he finishes it. And I hate to say it, Dogs fans, but it's a familiar sight yet again. They lose. And they lose to a field goal for the second time this season. Will, what a kick, what a moment. The man, the myth, the Realmy.
Yeah, that's such a good moment there. The Knights hard fought in that golden point period. The Bulldogs, they did really well to come back into this game to have a shot at this one, but ultimately just weren't able to quite pull it home. The Knights are too organised, too put together in that last 5 or so minutes, and that's all it had to. That's all they needed. That last 5 minutes is what separated them in the end. Yeah.
I'm trying to get down to Nicholas right now, but apparently he's under attack by a bunch of Dogs fans. I don't know what he said, but we see him fleeing the ground at the moment. Nicholas, anything on your end while you're being chased?
been a Dogs fan the whole time. Never said anything bad about him. Tonight, not very good. They'll be back. I will not be. Get me out of here.
As we go to the stats now, and I think a lot closer on the score in the stats than I think felt like in that game. 200-meter discrepancy gained is obviously concerning for the Dogs, but line breaks 12-9. Made more missed tackles. That doesn't surprise me. 20 more tackles. That's definitely what I think the difference was in the end. They just ran out of steam. More missed tackles from an equal amount of missed tackles, but more ball for the Knights. That shows in possession stats. I mean, just a tough night at the office for the Dogs. I think it's heartbreaking for them to have ground their way back in and then to lose to a Realme field goal. That run from Rossi Push, I think, from dummy is what sealed the deal for them. I thought Prelove would take it, but look, that's just how it rolls. He was fantastic today. He steered the ship well. But your try scorers today, Rhys Davis, Alan Burker, Junior Hellier for the Dogs. For the Knights, as you can see, Hodgkinson, Latu, and Maiava. Both kickers 100% on the day, and Relmy with the field goal. We'll move now to the Bulldogs stats. And there's a few run meters here that will tell you the story you need to know. Kawasaki ran 10 meters in 84 minutes. I ran more meters, talking to you, than he did this entire game. Justice Daly, he's a bench prop. I can't be too critical. But he ran 10 meters for 17 when his counterpart Sigorini ran 35 in 17 as well. OEA ran 153, but his hooker, those are fake meters. He was passed 103 times, again, fake stat.
They're real now.
Hutchinson with 100 meters was amazing. I think he probably my Bulldogs player of the game, if I was to give it out. A try assist along with 140 kick meters is an immense effort. 11 tackles with none missed is a good stint. Anything else that stands out to you, Will? I think Pappenhausen with 88 is really good for his debut as well.
And Rhys Davis has been credited for the 40-20. Hutchinson was clutch in that last little play. Like, there's a lot of things that the stats won't show today, but certainly big picture stuff. 40 to his name, eh? No, I mean, obviously she ran out, but it's his kick that forced. Yeah. He should, yes. Anyway, we'll move on.
Now to the Knights, and there's a few stats that really do stand out. Elsie Push with a real 145 knock. She was immense today. TT, Maiava with 126. Ewan Maiava with 134 is an outstanding effort for a winger. We've seen them really struggle in these opening weeks, but it's good to see some parity now. Pretzel with 145, 129 from Realme. What stands out to me the most is the amount of people over 100. I think on the Dogs, you're looking at 4 or 5. On the Knights, there's a good 6 or 7. Otis Keane 69. 6-7, anyway. 79 from Hodgson. There's just a lot of efforts here that are really well done. Smith with 17, but he's a centre, if I'm not mistaken. TTM 39. It's a quiet day for him, but understandable in the circumstances. Kicking meters outgained the Bulldogs by a country mile. 201 for Pretzel, 286 for Elmi. And then a try assist as well for both of them. For a try assist for Pretzel. Just industrious when they had the ball in hand is what I'd say. They executed well, busy with the ball, and just a more urgency from the Knights than the Dogs showed all day. The Dogs locked in the last 5 minutes, but unfortunately for them, they expended the energy reserves, and the Knights are a better team overall, and they showed it today. Pretzel's men get the job done, and the Knights faithful are home and happy. I believe that is all we have time for today. However, it's been my pleasure to bring you the game, be joined by my good friends once again, William K and Snicko Balbroa. If Snicko lives, that is. Take care, brush your hair, and we'll see you for more SRL action tonight. Ta!